We're Gold Steps, and you're watching HeartSupport.
This is really hard for me to open up about. I did cut when I was younger. I've likened it to the pressure building up inside you, and you have to get it out in some energy, but you feel like your skin is literally crawling. I've been in that spot, and I've scratched my arms like you almost are like you put yourself in the straitjacket, and like you're just digging your fingernails in, and it's almost like you're trying to rip your skin off to get whatever it is eating you inside out. And I've struggled with that a lot, and since then it's been for me more about staying away from things that I know that I wouldn't trust myself with in a dark space. But unfortunately, sometimes when you even don't have those tools, you just tear yourself apart, and that's something that I've definitely struggled with. It's the only way to describe it is just trying to get that monster inside out of you. I started seeking treatment for anxiety when I was in college. I had an acquaintance of mine. He had committed suicide, and when that happened, I kind of took a look at myself and where I was at and thought about all the times that I had felt so much in that same position as he was. So I went and spoke to a therapist and tried to kind of sort some of my life out. I'm the kind of person who can't sleep at night over the littlest things, and I just worry. I worry about everything. I worry about things that don't even really matter, about things I've said, a look I gave somebody, things like that. So I just decided to seek treatment for that. I did take medication for a while, but what really worked for me was writing a lot and kind of trying to discover what is making me feel that way and how can I put that energy into a positive space instead of a negative one.
I've never personally had the physical desire to hurt myself from being depressed or being anxious or anything like that. I've never wanted to self-harm myself personally, but I do know a lot of people and have known people that are no longer here that took that way out. Is crushing, especially to the people they leave behind, because the people that get left behind by that are then forced to have to say, well, what could I have done differently? What could I have done to possibly save this person? Now they're no longer here, and I saw the signs of it, but I didn't do anything. And that to me is, just as, it's just as painful as hurting yourself, because then you're going to beat yourself up over that. And then, just feeling absolutely broken over the person that is either hurting themselves or has hurt themselves or taken themselves out.
I know I had personal experiences with it, as far as I've seen all of it happen. My sister did some self-harm to her. Never really got the backstory as to why, but reaching out, that's super important, because I feel like, there's times where Liz will actually feel like she needs to just talk about it, or just venting, letting it all out in that form, rather than keeping it up to where it builds up inside and one little thing will boil everything over and just explode. It's bad when it does, so it's better to talk about it and release it.